I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I been in my bag going crazy. I count up so much money lately. I count up so much that they hate me. Yeah, I make niggas mad cause they ain't me. Yeah, I been in my bag going crazy. Bitch, I'm not.
First don't fuck your bitch in the click you claim. West side when we ride, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife. We bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life. Plus, Puffy tryna see me weak, hearts I rip. Biggie Smalls and Junior Mafia some more. I think a little higher. I think a little higher.
That's what we got back on that video. It's your boy PJ21, and we got 10 people with extra body parts. And you know what else has extra parts? The Digital Gang merch. Alright, so we got a lot of extra items like to choose from. We got different items for different occasions, and the prices are labeled to your budget, and it's not that expensive. So like use the promo code welcome20 in all caps for 20% off, and you have to get 2 items for the code to work. And in our inventory we got a lot. In our inventory we have new yoga mats, and we have new bike shorts for the ladies. All right, so check it out. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, so like get yours now before it sells out. Like seriously, I mean dead ass. Like seriously. So look. Alright, so 10 people with extra body parts. Let's go.
Like and subscribe right now, or you're gonna have terrible luck for the next week. Ever heard the phrase extra pair of hands? What if someone could actually have more hands than 2? What about a third eye? Most of you will agree that any extra body part on the human body would be one too many. But there—
I mean, now you got extra now you got extra set of milk. Like that. Yo. Cause look, I remember watching Adam Sandler's cartoon movie, 8 Crazy Nights, where like that one woman, son, like she does had an extra set of milk, son. Like seriously. Like she had 1, 2, 3. Like you're supposed to only have 2, but like yo, that's an extra set of milk right there, son.
There are people who are actually born with extra body parts. Extra fingers, extra limbs, extra genitals, and even an extra whole body. You'll see what I mean. These cases are rare, unbelievable even, but they actually do exist. And often, people with extra body parts attract the extra attention wherever they may be, whether they like it or not. In today's short video are the stories and experiences of 10 people with extra body parts. Number 3 is so rare it could only happen to 1 in 5 million people. We hope you won't miss it. Number 10. Zhang Ruifang, Horned Grandma. At age 100, this Chinese woman sprouted a horn on her forehead that looked more like a unicorn horn. Her family members and villagers—
The demon, the fuck, like nigga, if you're sprouting horns out of your forehead, then that means that you're part you're part demon, or like you're about to change. Like seriously, like, cause I don't know, like if you're a normal human being, you could change into any like creature. Like it's not possible. It's only like in movies and TV shows, but still, If you sprouting horns, that's not that's not that's not humane. Like if you're gonna change, go change somewhere else. Like nobody has time for you to be changing to no damn creature and shit and terrorizing. Cause you could be a good creature, you could be a bad creature. We don't want to know. That is it.
Villagers were obviously baffled, perhaps even worried, when the mysterious protrusion first appeared on their granny's head. The horn started out as a small spot but grew tremendously, reaching 2.4 inches within the year. While it's not uncommon for elderly persons to develop such spots, it's quite rare for them to grow out into full-length, horn-like protrusions. Formally, these unusual spots are known as keratinous skin tumors and are made of the same stuff that makes our hair and fingernails. And although they are considered to be benign, you don't want a 2-inch long spot sprouting on your head. Zhang Luifeng's case got even more bizarre when another spot became visible, developing on the other side of her forehead. But instead of getting worried, she expressed that she was looking forward to when the two would match in length. Am I the only one here who's thinking she's gonna look like a horned she-devil now?
That ass, and look, she wants the other horn to like sprout. Yo, what's happening? Is she gonna turn into something? Like seriously? Because now I'm like fascinated about like what she gonna turn into. Cause me like yeah, I'm a supernatural type of guy. Like seriously, like I like those like the like they have powers now or like they about to like become something else. Like that's what I like.
Number 9. Tyson Smith, Piggyback Heart. Right about Valentine's Day of 2011, Tyson Smith woke up with a smiley face full of hearts, after a unique life-saving cardiac surgery gave him a new lease on life, quite literally. Mr. Smith was suffering from heart failure, and doctors at UC San Diego's Thornton Hospital noted that he was facing death if nothing was done. But the doctors could not perform a standard heart transplant just yet. Mr. Smith's weak heart had already built a high resistance to blood flow in the...
Hey, if you work a 9 to 5 and you want out, check this out.
Hypertension, a situation that would have caused a newly transplanted heart to fail. So doctors had to perform a very rare procedure called heteroptic transplantation, which means that they graft a donor heart onto his own heart rather than completely remove his weak but functional heart.
Yo, that shit, like being in that operation room, like it's cold as hell. Like that's like I remember I had to do like one surgery and I didn't get blankets. Like they put me in the operation room. It was cold as heck, son. I mean, I think they did give me blankets, but they were not hot enough. Like it was just too cold. And like it was like I was in Antarctica, and like I just couldn't. And like yo, being in the hospital, son, like every day while you have like an IV, you have this, you have that, son. It's like you're really struggling, son, like in that hospital, son. And then when you come out, son, like it's like a fresh air is being lifted off. Son.
Essentially, the procedure left Tyson Smith with a piggyback heart, a second heart, if you will, working alongside his own heart. Number 8. Alfie Clamp, extra DNA strand. Here's something that's never seen before. Someone born with an extra strand of DNA. Alfie Clamp was born with the rather unusual condition being the very first person in the world to have an extra strand of material in his DNA. The boy was born blind and with severe disabilities, situations which led to doctors carrying out multiple tests on him from a very young age. He was only 2 when doctors discovered the extra strand of DNA material on his 7th chromosome. Doctors were baffled at the boy's condition since the extra arm they observed on his DNA had never before been documented anywhere in the world. In fact, his condition was so unique it did not have a name. It was not clear if the condition was responsible for the multiple problems the boy was experiencing. At one point, he stopped breathing completely and his parents feared for the worst, but luckily, Alfie came to moments after the terrifying episode. Number 7. Akshat Saxena, excess digits. Akshat Saxena from northern India was an extraordinary child right from birth when his...
Whoa, what's going on here? Dang, that's a lot of feet.
Parents realized that their son had an excess of fingers and toes. The excess digits were caused by a genetic disorder called polydactyly. It is a gene mutation.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my man has 14 fingers altogether, son. Seven fingers are on both hands. Oh, that's crazy, son. Dude, it's too much. It's too much fingers, and like that shit creeps me out a little bit. Son. It's like you got you got two more fingers. Like, I mean, it's cool, but then it's creepy a little bit. Like it's cool, like to have 7 fingers. But I don't think I think right here. I think this one is a thumb. Yeah, yeah. So this one's a thumb, and then he has 6. Okay, so he has a thumb, and then he has 6 fingers. Okay, but still that's a little creepy, son.
That commonly manifests as an extra little finger on the side of the hand. Akshat's case was no different from that of the boy in China who was born in 2004.
Wait, so how many feet fingers does he have? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he has the big one plus the 7. Damn. All right then.
Having 15 fingers and 16 toes, a total of 31 digits. The Chinese boy
15? Wait, I counted 14. My number was off.
had to he was 7 years old and was able to walk properly and wear shoes normally like the other kids at school. Number 6. Deepak Paswan, 4 extra limbs. Born in 2002, this boy from a small village in Bihar, India, was born with a parasitic twin attached to his chest. He was just an innocent boy, but people from his village were torn between deciding whether he was the devil or the reincarnation of Vishnu, a Hindu deity often depicted in different avatars with multiple limbs. But technically, or rather biologically, Deepak Paswan was every bit a human, neither devil nor a small god. Deepak never paid mind to anyone who cursed him out, nor to those who'd want to shower him with praise. He simply wanted to live life like the other kids in the village. His parents were unable to raise funds to pay for their son's expensive procedure and have the limbs removed. And so, as Deepak grew, the extra limbs on his chest developed with him. One day, however, the family was overjoyed when one hospital in Bangalore City offered to perform the procedure for free. The $78,000 surgery was a success, and Deepak was now free to live the rest of his life without people teasing him and calling him Octopus Boy. Number 5.
That must have been painful. Like seriously, like you got. It's like he has like a second person that's like half inside him and like half outside of him. Like it's like you ate somebody, but then you didn't eat all of them. Like their legs and like half of their waist is like still like outside. Like that's crazy, son. So he was supposed to have a twin, but it never fully like. No, it's like he ate his twin like in the womb. Like the no, he didn't. He didn't like physically eat the twin. It's just like I feel like when the fetus like before like it's like before it turns into like an actual like newborn, like the fetus like got together with the other fetus and like they were together, and that's how like it grew up, and that's how like it came to be like only one child, but one fetus got stuck in the other fetus.
Lakshmi Tatma, extra torso, extra limbs. Born on the 31st of December 2005, a young girl was named after the Indian goddess of wealth and prosperity called Lakshmi. The girl was born with an extraordinary condition which left her attached to a semi-developed conjoined twin, giving her an extra torso and extra limbs. The conjoined parasitic twin's body attached to Lakshmi's body from below her torso, something that gave her the appearance of having 8 limbs and 2 torsos, end to end. Exactly how the small god she's named after is often portrayed. People from the village worshipped and flocked in praise of the girl who they believed was an incarnation of the goddess Lakshmi. Her mother even once claimed to have received a sign that she would bring forth a special child into the world, a child who would be revered. But Lakshmi, the girl, was just a girl, born with a rare condition which people had misconstrued to turn her into an idol. What they did not know, however, was that the girl was in pain. Lakshmi's condition caused her to suffer terrible fevers and persistent infections, something which made her health deteriorate by the day. Luckily, in 2007, Lakshmi was scheduled for a surgical procedure that would come to be referred to as a breakthrough in medical history. The 27-hour, 30-doctor procedure was one of its kind, and it was a huge success. Number 4. Baby Itzamara, born pregnant. Now, this is ultra rare. A Colombian woman was expecting twins but gave birth to one child, who was pregnant with her own twin. The newborn girl was named Itzamara and is one of 200 babies ever to have been born pregnant. During an ultrasound, doctors noticed that the mother had 2 umbilical cords but only 1 fetus.
With GoToConnect, you can connect how you want, even like this.
So she was supposed to have 2 kids, and then no, she still had 2 kids, right? So she was supposed to have 2 kids, right? And then one came out. The other one is gonna come out as the other one.
Section on her 2 weeks before she was due. Just 24 hours after the emergency surgery, day-old Itzamara had to undergo a C-section of her own to remove the unborn twin who was mysteriously inside her young womb in the form of a mass which had no brain or heart. Both operations were successful, but what happened to baby Itzamara is one medical mystery that has left many doctors scratching their heads. Well, there was one other similar case in China where a girl was found to have 2 underdeveloped fetuses in her womb, which were removed when she was only 3 weeks old. Still, this is very, very abnormal, and according to one Dr. Birch, weird things happen early in the pregnancy that we just don't understand. Number 3.
Well, weird things like you supposed to have 2 kids, and then the other one becomes pregnant with the second one. What? The first one becomes pregnant with the second one? How can the kid get pregnant? What? Yo, a lot of like weird shit just be happening in different countries. I see that, son.
3. Sarah Reinfelder, 2 uteruses. We already told you that strange things happen in pregnancies, but some pregnancies are, in and of themselves, very odd. I mean, what are the chances of having a sibling with whom you share the exact date of birth? Oh yeah, same daddy and mommy as well. And that sibling isn't your twin. Sarah Reinfelder broke the internet with news of her healthy babies born at the same time, each from a separate of her 2 uteruses. The mother from Michigan first discovered that she had 2 uteri after she experienced a miscarriage with her first pregnancy in 2007. She lost the twins, and doctors noted that it would be very unlikely for her to bear children due to her condition. But 2 years later, Sarah overcame almost insurmountable odds, giving birth to another set of twins, each from her 2 wombs. About 1 in 2,000 women could have 2 uteruses, of which not all will have both uteri functional. But to conceive in both uteruses and carry a successful pregnancy, such as Sarah's, that's a 1 in 5 million chance. Now,
well, look, the man upstairs was like, he was on your side, because like I didn't know it was possible to have two uteri or uteruses. Like, that shit crazy. But look, yo, like they said that it was not possible to have kids, and then like you get 2 other sets of twins. So like the first set died, and then the second one you managed to get like out of. So that's like somebody was really looking down on you and gave you a second chance. Like gave you a second set of twins after the first set died. It was like a backup set of twins. Like seriously, it was like, okay, so the first set, so now you get a backup set. Okay.
it's time for today's best pick. And in today's best pick, this picture was sent to us by a subscriber just like you. It shows a woman putting on a busty display that will knock you off your feet. Number 2. Jasmine Tritival, extra breast. No, you
Nigga, extra set of milk. Yo, extra set of milk, my nigga. Yeah, you don't call that shit no damn. That's extra set of milk right there, son. Good time right there.
haven't woken up in total recall, this woman actually has an extra breast. Jasmine Tritival was the first woman in the world to have a third breast surgically added. She has since been at war with netizens claiming that she is a fake. She, however, insists that she did get the controversial boob job done for $20,000 and even tattooed on it. She revealed that she had
So she asked for this. Like, she wasn't born with this. She asked for this. How would that make you more like attractive though? Like to have, I mean, yo, extra set of milk. I mean, yo, you know what? Let me take that back. Maybe that will make you more attractive, but that will also like scare some people. Like seriously, it might bring some new light, but it might also scare some people. Like yo, no, I don't got nothing to say about that. Like seriously.
trouble finding a willing surgeon to do the controversial procedure, but eventually landed on one willing to perform the surgery. But it's the reason she gave for wanting to have a third breast that will shock you. Jasmine said that she got the third breast because she wanted to look unattractive, especially so that she can put men off. The outcome, however, was the exact
What? So the only reason you got extra cell milk is because you thought that would make men unattractive, right? Nigga, everybody's seen Eight Crazy Nights, so like niggas is still on that one lady with the with the three. Like the heck, it don't matter if you get three, if you get four, if you get like niggas would still like think that's attractive as hell. Like that's doing you good instead of bad.
opposite, as she came to learn that some fellas are not put off that easily.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video. Try it.
Diphalic Dude. 2 Johnsons.
Damn.
Finishing strong at number 1 is the guy from Reddit claiming to pack 2 Johnsons, or male members if you like. The anonymous guy, known only by the pseudonym Triple D, shocked many when he agreed to answer any and all questions regarding his experience having 2 functional Johnsons. The Reddit post where the guy literally shared to the world the ins and outs of his anatomy as well as his numerous wild escapades went viral. One of the most asked questions was whether the 2 Johnsons can do everything in unison, to which the guy confirmed. The endowed guy, who identified as American, went ahead to write an e-memoir a year after his much-debated Reddit post. His Kindle book titled Double Header was widely sold on Amazon. He even followed it with a second e-publication, which he narrated the steamy tales of his wild escapades. Hey, you made it to the end of the—
That shit crazy, son. Like you got 2 Johnsons, my nigga. Like one for. I feel like that ass, son. Like that shit could work. Cause like if you trying to do if you trying to do 3, no, if you trying to do like two females at the same time, right? Then you got 2 Johnsons for that. Like that ass, son. One for each. Yeah, I'm done, son. But look, yo, alright, that's it, son. Like seriously, nah, but like that, yo, that's a talent right there. That's a hidden talent. Like that shit no joke. Like one for that ass, man. But look, word, so look, let me know in the comment section what you guys thought that, like which person, out of the 10, like, was in your favorite. I feel like the one that was in my favorite, like that had the extra body parts was that lady with the horns. Like seriously, like I feel like after she gets that second one, like sprouted, like she about to turn into something. Cause like you don't just like automatically just grow 2 horns on your forehead and you're not about to turn anything. Cause look, we don't know what was going down in these countries. Like that lady could have been like in some supernatural type of shit, and now she about to turn into something. Like yo, record her at night and see if she don't change, cause like she could be changing, and y'all don't even know. But look, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, be posting shit on social media platforms. Don't forget to get the merch at teespring.com/PJJuzzlemildash gang. And also, if you want to become a brand ambassador, just let me know on my IG at PJ Jizzle, and I'm PJ Jizzle21, and we're PJ.
Bitches, we keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots. You know the